Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And I did not think we would be talking about Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League again, but we're going to because good news, everybody. Mrs. Freeze is coming to the game soon. And if these leaks are correct, and I think they are, they've made the rounds on Reddit, this is what she, they, them looks like.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is the same game that made Harley have the hots for underage Poison Ivy, where they killed Batman, Kevin Conroy's Batman, at point blank range, where they killed the Flash and pissed on his corpse. You know, so this is par for the course. And again, this is a game that Sweet Baby Inc. Was heavily involved in.
I'm sorry, I can't get past the fur on the collar. It looks like it's like a female. Like her head's coming up, you know, mind.
Like she's being born?
Looks like.
And she didn't shave?
Looks like pubes. I'm just saying.
It does. Yeah, it kind of does. So if this is correct, and again, I believe it is, this is very different than the Nora Freeze from the comics, when even when she did turn evil briefly, she still looked like that.
Like herself, yeah.
Like herself, yeah. So let's talk about this. This game is just on, like, why are they bothering releasing any DLC for this game when it is dead? It's deader than dead, but they probably already had it in the pipeline. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, you get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo. So which one of the Sweet Baby Inc. crew is this modeled after?
Yeah, exactly, right? I'm sure it's one of the Sweet Baby Inc. People. But yeah. So according to the original Twitter poster, why does it look like a lesbian? Because it's meant to. They, them, freeze. I'm sure it's all one big flat-chested, race-swapped coincidence. Yeah, it looks like an overweight Asian lesbian.
I can't tell. It's just like, I mean, I can tell by the body when you show me the picture. Like, but that's supposed to be a woman, because you were saying it was like a they, them. And
yeah.
I'm like, is it a chick? And so it looks like a woman. Like, you know, like a female.
It's just
figure.
Freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Freeze. She's put some weight on since she went into cryogenics.
Right,
so,
right.
Like, you know. But yeah. So anyway, people thought maybe this isn't legit, but then we go out to IGN and they're like, yeah, Kill the Justice League patch adds Mrs. Freeze tease. They said it shows an icy section of Metropolis alongside an advertisement for Ho-Ho frozen chicken bites.
Okay. That's why she's gotten so fat.
Ho-Ho. She's eating Ho-Hos.
She's eating Ho-Ho frozen chicken bites.
Oh my God. Rocksteady has yet to announce season 2 or what it will add to the game, but it's expected to launch with a new playable character. Season 1 added Joker. Nobody cared. The addition of Mrs. Freeze won't come as much of a surprise to Kill the Justice League's core fan base.
What, all 5 of them?
Yeah, all 5 of them. Yeah, this is an alternate reality Elseworlds variant where she actually is Freeze. But yeah, let's talk about where this game's at right now. So in the last week, let's see, there's only about 450 people playing it currently. And that's about average. We're talking under 500 people on average play this game.
Yeah, because nobody cares.
I mean, this is even bad.
They don't like it.
This is even bad. 13,000? Like,
yeah,
Power World gets way, just here. We'll just look and see where Power World is at. And like, nobody's really talking about Power World as much as they were. Okay, let's look at Power World. Where are we at with it? Okay, so
there's more players on right now, or as many as there was peak.
Just saying. And Power World cost a hell of a lot less than Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad contributed to Warner Brothers losing $200 million because they were thinking this game was going to be as big as Hogwarts Legacy, and it was not for many, many reasons. I don't know what they're thinking.
I don't think thinking was something they were doing. I think they were just listening to dumbasses.
God. So yeah, going on this thread here, the sensitivity consultants slink away unscathed again. Yeah, a lot of these people that worked on these games that are adding these diverse elements, and they're almost all these characters are based on themselves, by the way. It's very, very
That's
weird.
why I was joking. I'm like, which one of them was this supposed to make it look like?
But like every one of these games has been a massive failure. Like nobody's even like Starfield, we knew was kind of dead on arrival. Forspoken was such a failure that Square Enix had to take, I believe last year they took write-downs, but then this year they've decided they're not even going to go Sony exclusive. They're going to sell their games on whichever platform they can sell them on. They're getting out of the Western game market. They actually are getting rid of a lot of their Western developers because it was a huge failure for them. Saints Row, the studio, went out of business. Spider-Man, well, it's going to sell because it's Spider-Man. Mortal Kombat 1, nobody's talking about it. Mm-mm. It's just like, I mean, I don't know what it's going to take for these companies to learn. Now, we did a video yesterday talking about Marvel Comics, and one of the first things that the new editor of X-Men said, he came right out and said, hey, yeah, by the way, Wolverine, Cyclops, and Jean Grey, yeah, they're not a threesome. And,
a throuple.
Or throuple. Yeah, it's not, is that what they call it? A throuple?
Throuple.
They're not in a pansexual, polyamorous shipping relationship. I saw something the other day that apparently Tim Sheridan, who worked on the He-Man show, and he also was the guy who made the Alan Scott Green Lantern gay. Apparently he was complaining that DC was trying to walk back some of the stuff, and they didn't give his gay Green Lantern support.
Isn't he the other dipshit that's working on the Masters of the Universe comic?
Yes.
To try to double down on their stupidity?
Yes.
That guy.
So apparently people were asking him like what was up with, because he was the one that told people to go out and buy the gay Green Lantern book.
But
because they didn't. And
now
then,
you tell people to buy Masters of the Universe comic, and they probably won't.
And now apparently, I mean, I would have to look into it more. I just saw some tweets floating around, but apparently he's all ass mad at DC Comics because DC Comics just kind of let it flail, because a lot of these companies now, it seems like they're over it. They're like, yeah, you know what? We tried things this way. We tried to change characters. We tried to do the sensitivity and inclusion and whatever, and we all paid for it. Oh my God.
And they're learning that, if you chase away your core audience, you're going to lose money. Oh my God, it does kind of like
this, jeez, I can't unsee it now. This should have been Money in the Bank. That's what gets me. I mean, this is an Arkham game. These were, for the longest time, these were some of the most well-regarded video games out there, and just the massive dump that they've taken on this franchise. And the problem is kind of like with Disney, like they can't course correct overnight because they've already got, how many years into it and how many millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars sunk into these projects, these movies or whatever. But I think what happens is when they come out, they don't invest a lot of money in marketing. They don't invest a lot of money in, fan outreach or anything. They just kind of let it fall on its face, take the write-off, and then move on. So I think the Arkham series is dead at this point. They said more people are playing the old Arkham games than they are playing Suicide Squad because of the backlash.
Well, people aren't playing it. I mean, I'm sorry. No. The numbers are terrible.
And yeah, I'm sorry. Pal World. Again, Pal World is popular, but it's definitely past its, when it first came out, it just completely blew up. People are still playing it, but it's not like the hottest thing ever, but people are still playing it. That's still more than the all-time high for Suicide Squad. Mm-hmm. And this game did not cost $200 million. Mm-mm. They just keep doubling down on losing money, They said they should rename the studio to Suicide Squad as they seem to have a death wish. Mm-hmm. I don't get, so nobody working on these games, nobody working on these movies or these comic books or whatever, nobody looks at where they're at with it and goes like, yeah, this is going to be a big fucking disaster if we put this out.
What do they do? And then they probably get fired because they're bigots.
Probably.
Someone here, another self-insert. Exactly.
Yeah, like you said, which one, Sweet Baby Inc. was it?
I was joking. I said it's got to be one of them.
Well, that was like MJ. They made
it's ma'am.
It's ma'am.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
This thing looks ugly. I'm making a bet the wife storyline is still in, so they made her inexplicably a lesbian too. Isn't the whole point of Mr. Freeze? He was freezing the world for his wife. All they had to do was make it a female who was doing it for her son. Boom. Gender switch. Just started playing Gotham Knights. Yeah, they actually did this before in the comic, though, but it was, as I understand, it wasn't Elseworlds story. Like, what if she was the Freeze or, Ms. Freeze or whatever. But yeah, that's a core character trait of modern Mr. Freeze, is that he's ice cold, but like he did everything for his wife. He loved his wife, and we can't have that. And I think they ruined her too. I'm trying to remember. I think they had it like she was like cheating on him or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they did do something because I remember you telling me about it.
Because they had to make him. They had to make him angry again. We had to. We can't have anybody have a happy ending, right? I mean, if you're still playing that thing and complain about it, you kind of deserve it. Yeah, so there we go, guys. It's that's something else.
Thing.
That is a thing. So we're
It
gonna
does
wrap.
look like Sai.
What's that?
It does look like him.
We're gonna wrap this up.
Yep.
Please subscribe. We'll talk later.
Bye.